So it's been a while, but everybody's back, and we are in the records room. The group has just found our lovely Zulamar. They've dragged him from the container room through the equipment room, through the open lab, and are now back at home base. Last time, after mysteriously losing their friend, they went through quite a bit to find him, finding things such as a giant dryad stuck in an underground specimen room that has gone insane. A laundry room. They don't really know what the laundry machines are, but a laundry room. And they met someone named Latya who gave them valuable information for the future and maybe a way to save people in this lab. How would you guys like to begin?
Well, first, should we try to wake Zulamar up? I mean, we can't get far if he's unconscious.
Yeah.
I can take a look at him and see what I can do.
Alright, so are you gonna do some type of check?
I believe I shall.
May I aid in that, Dr. Oshi?
Yes, Nurse Mist, scalpel. What are you doing? You don't need a knife. You're just supposed to check his pulse.
Roll,
And she has her rapier out? Yep.
Oh god.
Roll a medicine check.
Alright, medicine check. Alright, let's unpack these dice and let's go. I'm going to pull out my Oji dice for this.
And I would just like to point out that her rapier is a finesse weapon, so if anything is a scalpel, it's a finesse weapon. Thank you for coming to my TED Talks.
You're assisting me, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that gives it advantage, so I get to roll a second dice.
Your dice are so aggressive.
I know.
Intense.
Yeah,
It's like you put them in glass just for show.
19.
A 19?
Oh.
Yes.
So you go and you press your fingers to Zulamar's pulse point. Zulamar's just sleeping. Steady pulse. Steady pulse. Could probably be woken up with a gentle pat to the cheek. Just a little heavy sleeper.
Gentle pack, just a slap.
We drag him all the way out here, and that's all it'll take.
I will execute the medical procedure called a pat to the cheek. Also, I'm going to throw in the extra medical procedure of saying, hey, are you okay? Wake up.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Zulamar kind of sniffles a bit. He's just like, what? What is it? Is it time to get up and move on? He just rolls over and looks up at Oji like nothing has occurred, and he's just like, oh, is it time to get going?
Do you know what happened to you?
What do you mean? What happened to me? Sleeping? I had a really wild dream, but
Do tell.
First, I want to figure out why people are looking at me funny.
Just tell us how you dream, and then we'll tell you what we know.
I mean, it started kind of like I was in my body, but not in my body. I was looking at myself. And just seeing myself laying there under the blankets. And then all of a sudden, this fog shape appeared in the room, and it kind of moved towards me and Vatani, but it looked like it was going towards Vatani, and I don't know what I did, but I just sort of had desperately thought, not her, take me. And it moved, and it went, and it kind of went over my body, and then I disappeared into the floor, And then when I fell through the floor, I went with it, like my consciousness went with it, and it was just this wild dream. At first, I was chasing the asshole through a room full of like these red leaves that were flying around, and he ran through a door, and I just chased after him. And when I got through the door, it just opened up on this world I'd never seen before. It almost looks like the kind of places we've been seeing, but instead there was these, I think it was 4 people. One looked a lot like you, Ahsoka. The other one was really dark-skinned with white hair. And the other was like this like elf-looking girl, and then there was like a green-looking orcish person, and they were arguing with a ghost. And then it kind of sped up a bit, and then they were investigating this black skull with a black arrow and a black piece of paper wrapped around it, and then they kept going, and then they were attacking this man who killed a bat, and that made them very upset. And I was just following everything. They were having these amazing adventures, and then that's it. And I felt like there was like this thing looking down from the sky the entire time. Yeah.
I was about to like take serious notes, and then it just kind of dawned on me.
World.
About to the bat, and I'm like, oh my god.
Listen,
Yep.
doesn't he?
So, what does my dream have something to do, like premonition of something, or what's going on?
Shut
Well,
up,
part of it might not have been a dream. Only part, though.
yeah.
I mean, the beginning part felt the most real. The rest of it, I mean, chasing the asshole, that would be very real and very wonderful. But
Well,
I lost him when I got to the other place. So
somehow
Yeah.
you ended up like 4 rooms away in this room. A very unsettling room, I guess.
wait, I've been lying here the whole time.
No, you
What?
haven't.
Honey.
Oh, honey.
I don't know if you've noticed, but this is not the room that we fell asleep in.
It is.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
not the room. I didn't fall asleep in the room. So,
Yeah, I was about to say you didn't. It's fine.
yeah. So, I went off and did my own thing. You don't need to concern yourself with it. It
Oh.
won't kill you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so you say I ended up 4 rooms away? Did someone?
Yeah.
Did one of you carry me there?
No.
No.
We carried you back.
Yeah,
We're not entirely sure. Even with you saying that a corporeal fog person took you away or something, I'm still not entirely sure how you would have ended up there, but strange.
I just thought it was a dream, a very real dream at the beginning, like I was looking at myself being taken away, but then it just went into a normal dream state. So I thought there's nothing of it.
Well, what's good is that you're safe and you seem fine. I think we just need to be sure that we always have someone on guard, even if we feel safe.
Agreed.
yes.
Yes, of course. Is everyone okay? Like, was it? Did I cause
Yeah.
trouble by disappearing?
Vitani is visibly stressed out, but she's fine. I'm fine.
This is when I
Vitani
turn
talks
to
in third
Vitani.
person.
No, but like he's looking at everybody and then, like trying to like gauge how they're feeling, and he gets to Vitani last, and he just like looks at her and he's just like, "I'm so sorry." And he like holds her face in his hands, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, I worried you."
Vitani just grabs him by the wrists and pouts a little bit and tells him, "Don't fucking do it again."
I swear, I promise. If I see a foggy thing in my sleep, I will force myself to wake up.
Yep. You wake up and you tell me. I'll kick its ass.
This explains how I was unable to see it or how it got past me because
I didn't want it to be you, Vitani. You've already had so many things to deal with since we've gotten here. Whatever it was going to do, I just wanted it to focus on me for once.
And you need to stop feeling like that. Because I'm the one who takes the hits between the two of us, remember?
Well, I don't. At least this time. Don't seem to be injured at all. I just slept. But I promise, never again.
Good.
Well, while you were, um, however you got there, while you were out, we did learn a couple things.
Oh,
Well, we're still not sure if we can access it, but we did get another password to one of those contraptions in the flush room. And uh, it might link up to one of the people in that frozen beam room,
one of the two bodies.
the one in the tube.
So it
There's
might.
something else that we found.
Oh.
We would enjoy seeing if we could use it. Which one of us managed to procure that cup?
I think Rhea was holding onto it, or she grabbed it when she grabbed Zulamar.
The bottom of that cup, I think, might fit into one of the holes in the flush room.
Ooh.
What cup?
There was a cup
Can
with
I-
you.
Can I see it?
Here you go.
Zilmar takes it, looks at the bottom, and goes, "Oh, yes, it was underneath that foggy little container of fog thing."
Zulamar, quick thing. Roll Constitution for me.
Okay.
Also, Vitani, check your pocket.
Am I getting a call?
Yeah, you are. Your pocket's buzzing.
Oh, it's a straight Constitution. Oh, on +2, 18.
Okay.
Well done.
Kind of feel like your chest hurts a little bit. Weird. Have
Did
a
I have to roll?
fluttery thing? No, you didn't.
Wait, what?
Ray didn't
So
have to
I
roll
feel-
Constitution. Yeah, you feel a little fluttery thing in your chest. You know, behind your ribs.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it similar to the feeling you had when you touched the fog
Oh yes.
container?
Oh yes.
So yeah, Zulma is just going to be like, "Oh, I think the fog. There was that container of fog, and I believe Oji and I touched it, and it gave me this weird sensation. And just now, holding this cup gave me a similar sensation. So perhaps the cup will unlock something to do with the fog, and whatever the fog in that little container was is the same or similar to what touched me."
Well, we could talk about this here, or we could talk about it in the flush room. Either way,
Wait.
all signs lead
Zul-
to us going to the
Hey!
flush room.
Don't talk over the top of me. Vitani snips at Aji and then turns back to Zuli, and her brows are furrowed and she looks worried. Are you sure you're okay?
I mean, that weird sensation in my chest just now, but I don't feel any different. Why?
Just, I have a very weird feeling. Something feels wrong.
He kind of like looks at himself and just sort of pats himself and is like, I mean, and he kind of like shrugs off his shirt and looks at his arms, and he was like, it's just this weird feeling in my chest. And so he kind of just like looks down his own shirt.
Titty check.
And he's like, wait, what? He's like, my chest feels funny, and it's while holding this cup, and I don't know, maybe there's something visible. So he's like, he just sort of just takes his top shirt off, and he's like, whatever. And so he pulls his shirt off, and he looks down at his abdomen, and he goes, oh, that wasn't like that before.
What?
So you see these spots, these big blobs of like they're like the other patches that I have, but I didn't have these two on either side. They almost look like they're covering where my lungs are. And there's these. So Zulamar has his vitiligo that's usually dealt with. He's had it. His pigmentation is sapped every time he uses his grave domain abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had the one after his first time using an actual spell that expanded on his head. But now he has two like oblong shapes that are like splotches, almost as if they were his lungs, where his lungs would be if they were represented on his chest. And they're like that pale peach color, and they almost go like full on white near the center. And he's like, these weren't here when I went to sleep last night. And I've never seen patches this big before. Especially not at once.
I was about to say, they don't usually manifest that quickly, do they?
No, it has to be a lot of a time. I mean, I had a feeling it might be faster now we're down here and magic seems to be acting different. But I was asleep. I wasn't even casting or doing anything.
If anyone wants to roll an Arcana check, they can.
I am.
I would like to
this.
try.
Try, but she doesn't have nothing in it.
I'll give it a shot.
I will also give it a
Nope.
shot.
Fucking piece of dice.
What? Oh my god.
What?
I
What?
got a natural 20.
Okay,
Oh,
we don't
shit.
need to roll.
And my Arcana is +5, so that's a 25.
Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Goddamn.
Damn.
That
Is there
is-
a chat you want us to drop numbers?
I don't have like a dice pit recording, but if you guys want
no,
you can
but,
just
like-
put it in. You can just put it in like the gen chat.
Gen chat.
Okay.
I have it up on my phone.
I know sometimes it's just hard to hear 6 of us at the same time say our numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. R.I.P. Rhea.
Yeah. Rhea doesn't know anything about magic.
She
Valid.
gave it a shot,
As a
though.
fighter.
Not that it's probably worth anything, but
Alright, Ahsoka, did you roll as well?
Oh.
It's okay. Rhea and Zulamar. Zulamar's still
18.
sleepy. It's fine.
18?
18. Let me put it in chat.
Okay, so Vitani and Ahsoka.
Yes.
The way that's formed, the way it's blotched on the skin, that's too uniform. That's too perfect. That looks like someone that knows anatomy and painted on lungs onto Zulamar's skin. Aji, that is precision spellcraft. You don't know what kind of spell it was, what it does, how it got there, but that is pure, raw magic.
Something doesn't seem right.
I don't know. It doesn't look like your other.
That's
It's-
definitely the pure stuff.
The what?
The pure stuff.
The pure magic. I've been doing some experimentation. with magic, and when you guys were sleeping, and I have been able to accomplish far more than I've ever been able to accomplish before with my automatons. By the way, Zulama, he points to a clump of metal which you kind of looks like a cross between a praying mantis and a rainbow shrimp type thing made out of a treasure chest plus legs and monitors and keyboards and mice and stuff like that from random stuff put up from the computer room. I did that. And I did that not by pumping magic into it, but by simply opening the floodgates and allowing magic to come in. This looks as if that happened to you where your lungs are. It's very precise and it's very purposeful.
For what purpose?
I don't know. I can only tell you what it from the point of view of someone who can channel it.
Can you channel it out of him?
This is living matter. That is not my forte. I only work with generally inert matter, and I have to work through that.
Fuck.
And I guess I am the only other person who knows how to do anything with the magic stuff, but mine is geared towards things that are dying.
That might actually be why yours would manifest in such a manner. Because if you're dealing with necrotic power, then if your magic works anything like mine, then you're going to become a beacon for it. I don't know if this was done to you or if this is something you did to yourself. I cannot say. But
I don't have the precision, but who knows what I was capable of when I was asleep.
You might need to learn it. You might not be given a choice.
It's not going to kill him, is it? Is it?
Zoma rubs at the back of his head and he just goes,
He's dealing with necrotic magic. What do you want me to say?
Is it good or is it bad?
It's bad, Ahsoka. That's bad.
Okay.
Zulamar points out, he kind of is just like, well, back on the plateau, there was a concern after the first few spots showed up and my one eye started becoming yellow instead of orange. But the healers there, the Saint Sister, they said, it could possibly be a problem, but there's no magic up there like this. So who knows? Vitani, I don't want to concern you, but
that may not exactly be true.
I will let you know though, Zulmar, you feel fine.
Yeah. It looks freaky, but I feel fine. The fluttering I feel is just from this cup, and not this.
Then stop holding it. Vitani's gonna try and take it out of his hands.
I'll take it. I'm actually.
Well, here, how about I take it? Because I know it didn't make me feel.
I want to be in on this. I want to take it.
No, I actually have an experiment I wish to try.
Are you guys gonna have to fucking roll fucking athletics to try and fucking tug of war this cup?
Zumar's like, please don't take
right now.
Zumar's just like, please don't
reach,
take
but
my
then she
fingers
pulls her
off.
hand back.
Rhea's not
like,
gonna fight Oji, but she's gonna be like, be careful because he's a magic user too. Oh, beep boop. Okay, use beep boop.
Oji, didn't you also touch it? The tube?
Yes, I did touch the tube. That's why I'm asking if I touch it, will I feel the same thing?
I don't know. Do you touch it?
I definitely touch it.
Yeah, he's holding it.
Yeah, you feel the same thing. A weird fluttering in your chest.
I touched
Okay.
it too, though, and I don't think Ray had felt nothing.
Well, here.
It was only
See
the
if you
two
don't.
people
Did
that
you-
felt it, though.
That we touched the tube back in the flush room with the fog in it.
Oh, I didn't touch in the flush room. I touched it in the power room or something like that. Whatever the middle thing is.
Yeah, no, they touched the one in the flush room. That's the one that's making the chest flutteries.
Gotcha.
Missed.
I don't want
Missed?
to touch
I was going to say, did you touch the tube in the flush room?
I don't think I did.
Okay. I want you to see if you feel anything strange when you touch this. Because there is something that is common between me and Zulamar and you, other than the flush room. So if it affects you, then I'll know what the common thing is.
I'm pretty sure I said I didn't want to touch that thing. But she kind of hops down from the table she was sitting on and puts out her hand for him to drop it into it.
I hand it to Mist, and then I just lean in and I whisper, "I promise you, when we get to the next town, I'm gonna bake those cookies you like. Okay?"
Better.
Miss.
This is a stupid idea.
You feel absolutely nothing. It is a cold cup in your hand.
Feels like a regular cup to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the common thing is that we did touch the fog glass. It is not the common thing that we had our souls taken from our body and put into something else.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry to bring that up again, but I wanted to make
Wait.
sure that wasn't the thing.
Souls removed?
Yeah,
You had your
slept through-
souls removed?
You slept through a lot.
Oh yes,
Oh.
Yeah.
I completely blocked that from my memory immediately.
It's not
I think
that
I did
important.
too.
I tried to forget it. Knew it was going to be
place
thrown
is
back at me.
so creepy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the less time we spend in it, the better. And we can tell these stories when we're out of. Maybe we
Okay.
should look around because this place gives me the creeps.
That is
The
very,
cup,
very wise.
though, is connected to the flush room. And you said
Absolutely.
you have a code that goes to one of the computers. So should we go back to the flush room and see if that cup does something to the fog?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I've been saying this the entire time.
I promise
have a-
I'm fine. And he looks at Vitani. He's like, you can stand right by me this entire time. I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
How funny that you thought I'd be anywhere else.
As we head to the room, I give Vitani a pat on the shoulder, and I just say very quietly, "I'm gonna keep an eye on him too."
Thank you.
I owe that much.
Thanks, Aji.
Alright, so how were you guys getting to the flush room?
With our feet.
Well, I meant, are you going through the open lab into power, or are you just going straight through power, going to the computer room? Like,
Let's see, we're in records, so
Mhm.
yeah, we can either go through.
Well, I mean, we have to go through. If we're in records, we have to go through power in the computer lab because we can't. There's no direct way to the flush room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We do have to go back.
Yeah,
So
we
the
go
question
straight
is,
up
do we-
and then straight down. Bop,
Yeah.
bop.
Yeah, we'll just not go through the dry lab. We'll just go beep, beep, bop, boop, bop, blah, blah, go straight south.
Okay.
And around that corner, beep, blue, 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 and then into the flush room.
As they pass the dry lab, Zulamar's going to just say, should I don't...
No, what is it?
We have to go through there to get out anyway, so we'll be there in a minute.
I know, it's just if we're putting in a code that should somehow affect the man in the tube, should we not have at least 2 people in the dry lab to be able to see what happens? And
I mean, if
perhaps
you
like
want to
stop
split
this
up,
person before they panic and run.
It's not a bad idea.
All right.
I don't mind staying.
Okay. I grab I grab one of my pythons, one of my lucky pythons, and I concentrate on it for a bit, and it starts to make a music. It starts to sing a music box sound, a lullaby, one that might be familiar to Mist. And he hands it to Rhea. When the music stops, we've activated the machine,
Okay.
so you know when something's happening. I do not want you to be alone, however. Andrea, please watch over Rhea for me.
Alright, so you guys are splitting the party.
Splitting the party. What could go wrong?
Well, you guys are taking the long way around. Again, hallway, creepy, just as everything else. Feels more... Before, when you guys were walking, there was like this all-encompassing quiet. Now it's just sort of like a tired sigh of quiet. Just sort of like, long day, you just left everything, and everything's just there. Eventually you get to the flush room door.
Has the blood changed at all?
Nope.
That's a good sign.
The door's unlocked?
Yep, closed.
Alright. Latani will open the door
Alright.
and head inside.
The computers have all gone to sleep. So, from what you guys see, all of the screens are just black. And then you've got the big Keurig looking motherfucker with the big glass fog section, and then the indent in the bottom that matches the cup you guys have. And the buttons that say fucking clean, flush, recycle.
Clean flush cycle. That's not the same that was on the tube that me and the tube, would it?
No.
I was on the wrong side of the tube to really pay attention to what those buttons said.
Yet you also don't speak below.
That too. But I can ask it with my words. I have lips. All right. Let me.
Do we recall? You said you have like a password that should unlock one of these other screens things.
And we haven't found what it connects to yet.
How did you find it?
That is a question. And I'm hoping someone in his notes would mention that.
Non-Zulumar. Didn't Latvia give it to you from underneath the door of the laundry?
Yeah, I'm just looking for that note.
Yeah, Latia did in fact give you guys. And it wasn't that she gave you guys a note, she just told you that the information
answer
you
was.
needed was on her computer, and then she told you the password for her computer.
Yeah. That's just, I'm looking for where that note actually is.
Very well. Yeah.
Yeah. So. That's me right now, looking for that note, trying to track it down. Is it in Notebook Station? No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not.
Atmosphere and images.
Oh, wait. Move her down. No. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them is the password that you were given. So what do you guys want to do?
So Omar's gonna look around the room and he's gonna go over to that cylinder of fogginess and just kind of stare at it. And he's gonna turn around and he's just gonna say, I feel that since we've been told, or you guys have this information about the man in the tube, and this information should unlock him in some way. Since we know that more for certain, we should do that first before we do the mysterious thing of putting the cup in the little slot, because we don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know which computer that we're entering the password into? Or which?
It'd be the one that says which is my favorite, if I recall.
No, but we need to figure out which device, which of these things that goes into.
If I recall correctly, it was the third one. So the first terminal we came to was the one with the girlfriend, Sugar. And then there was a second one, and then there was a third one, and I think the third one was the one that said favorite son.
Well, we could just fire it up and check.
So 3 screenies things in here. So Zuma kind of points and then walks up to what looks to be the third against the wall.
Mm-hmm. You tap the screen, I assume?
Yes.
Alright, you see my favorite son, you see the bar that is got a lock next to it, and you see 798.
Still the same as before, right? Oh! Someone's going to stare at that and go, if I recall correctly, it was 799 when we were in this room last. So,
why would it go down?
What does that mean?
It must have to do with the lock, and if he taps on the screen, it doesn't give him a bar to put in a password, correct?
You tap on it again?
Yes.
No, but a box does pop up.
It's in the box.
It says to reset modems, recycle.
Oh God.
Maybe we can just cut off whatever power source it has and then restart it again. Recast whatever spell caused it to animate in the first place. That's what I would do.
Well, do you
But
know what spell it is to do that?
It says recycle, which is one of the button things on over by the fog container.
Recycle.
Yeah.
Recycle?
Yeah, the buttons say clean, flush, recycle.
We could try hitting recycle and we could see what that does.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we have another option, do we?
Not unless we want to stand here and talk until whatever that tree thing comes back and kills us.
Oh, not the tree.
I'm just going to file that under things that happened while I was asleep.
Yep.
We'll explain later.
Yeah.
And whatever the 798 is, it's... If it was 799 when we were here first, there's very little chance that we have time to wait. Or
Shit.
to figure out what it happens and how long it takes to go to 797, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not
Who...
gonna lie, my desire to sleep in this place anymore is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to leave.
Who would like
Eventually.
to do the honors of trying this button?
I'll be responsible for what happens.
We probably shouldn't make you do it because if something goes wrong and it hurts you, then we're in real trouble. Maybe I should do it. At least I can get out of the way fast.
Yeah, you are many things, but you are not my sacrificial lamb.
I'll do it.
No, you got Zulamar.
Listen. Whatever
Rock, paper,
happens,
scissors,
I'm
shoot.
strong enough to take it. Rock, paper, scissors.
No. I mean, let's look at some facts right now. Aji won't let Miss do it. Miss won't let Aji do it. I
I
know
won't
for
let Zulamar do it.
Well, okay then. So I will do it.
No.
Yes.
No. Whose constitution is stronger?
Mist wouldn't stop Oji. She just would have
What's up?
offered because she knows she can move fast if something went
So
wrong.
I was going to point out the second fastest person with the best agility we've seen so far is going to be Ahsoka.
Sona.
Am I rolling for perception then? Or
What?
I don't know.
1 second.
It just went silent. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. You guys continue to argue.
Oh no. Can
Thought we
continue?
were determined Ahsoka just
Yeah.
somersault just somersault forward and hit the button.
Okay, so I want all of
Dexterity
you.
and agility, huh?
I want all of you to roll a perception check, except for Aji. Or Reyes.
Okay.
Reyes not there.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming that no rolls are gonna apply to me unless you say Rhea too.
That is a natural 20.
Woo woo woo!
That is
Go.
a natural one.
Oh my gosh!
It hit my goddamn computer.
You can roll it again.
I can? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make space. Okay.
Pierce, you rolled the 1.
Yeah.
Oh no, and that one.
Oh
Yep.
no!
Oh no.
Perception with my now one doesn't matter, but +2, so 3.
So you and Ahsoka. Oh my gosh. Miss, what did you roll?
13.
What was that?
13.
13? Okay. Ahsoka, Zulamar, you guys are just arguing it out. You're like, no, you should do this, no, you should do that. Miss, you're like, this is stupid. Why are all of you being stupid? Vitani, you see a little too late. Everybody's arguing, and you're like, why is Aji being quiet? That's suspicious. I don't like that. And you turn around and you watch as he walks over to the machine, slams the cup down, and then presses recycle.
Oh my gosh.
And when he
Oy.
does that, Zulamar, you drop to the ground. Aji,
Zulamar.
you also drop to the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Told him not to do that and he didn't listen.
I need the both of you to roll Constitution.
Saving throw or just a check?
Just a check.
13.
Okay.
15.
15.
Couldn't have done
As
better.
you hit the ground and you let out a breath, you go to breathe in and you can't. So, Vitani, that perception check, still going. The fog that you see in that tube, in that magical Keurig, not sponsored, is slowly spinning faster and faster, and the faster it does, the clearer it gets, and you see floating in the center is a pair of white lungs. Oh, also, yeah, Aji and Zumar can't breathe.
They're gasping.
Thank you.
So
There's-
Miss, as soon as she sees Oji go down, she's down at, she like runs over and she's down on her side trying to figure out what's going on and what exactly they should be doing, but likely to little to no avail.
While this is happening, I'm actually I'm looking at I'm opening up my shirt and I'm looking at my chest and I'm pulling stuff away to see if I have similar marks. Because now I'm.
Yeah, you've got similar marks except for instead of where with Zulmar it's like a vitiligo pattern, yours is a stain, like a smoker stain, but on the outside of your skin.
And I just.
Sorry.
And then.
The fog is in something made of glass, right?
Yeah.
And is whatever is happening still happening, or is it like?
I want all of
Stopping,
you. I want all of you to. It's not initiative, but roll initiative.
Okay.
You're now on a
No.
time crunch.
Including the gasping people?
Yes.
Especially.
Hey Drake, do you remember how long it takes until a person suffocates in D&D?
I can look it up.
No.
I'm not here.
Well, the good news is, if I die, that music will stop.
Elevator music will stop.
The music for the tree will stop too, won't it?
Oh, shit.
It's raining
no.
right now.
Oh yeah, that will actually stop. You're right.
Oh shit. So we got more to worry about. Holy.
Meanwhile, for us, while we're actually in here.
Drake,
Terrible.
please.
Thanks.
You can stop.
I
can stop.
hate it.
I'm gonna have.
Okay. So, who started the initiative rolling?
What?
Mist is the highest at a 21 so far, it looks like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ahsoka started that.
Yeah, Soka started.
Yes.
Okay. Ahsoka is at 18. This is at 21. You are 19. Mars at 10. And Audrey at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So... Leave me alone.
Wait. Okay, here we go. I got the rules for suffocation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and send them to you.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Ahsoka is gonna go before Ashi. So in order, it's gonna be Miss, Vitani, Ahsoka, Ashi, and then Luna.
So just before we begin, question for clarification.
Yeah.
So Oji put the cup in,
Mm-hmm.
he pressed recycle,
Yes.
they
then-
immediately dropped to the ground. And did you say anything about like was anything actually happening in that we were seeing, or is that all to be decided?
Yes, Vitani sees that the fog is starting to swirl and go faster and faster, and as it's clearing, because it is still in there, but it's going from being like this thick gray and white to like a clear, sort of floating
Okay.
texture, you see white lungs floating in the center.
Okay. I just want to make sure that was like something that we were all capable of. Or at least.
Alright, I need your guys' constitution modifier, Aji and Dumar.
+2.
+2.
Okay, so 2 minutes.
Okay, we got some time.
I'm sorry.
We got some
Is
time.
is that what it is that is that correct, Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 minutes.
Because we didn't have time to hold our breath, so 2 minutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 2 minutes, we drop to 0 hit points, and we start making death saves like everything else.
Shit.
So,
Ooh.
Oh,
all
I'm
right.
sorry.
Oh, I take responsibility for this.
Oh no, I was apologizing to the kitten.
All right.
Oh,
Well, it's missed first.
So I'm not like quite clear. Like, is this we're just making actions?
Yeah, you're just figuring out or trying to figure out what you can do before your friend suffocates.
Okay, no, I just want to make sure it wasn't an actual combat or something that I was totally missing. I had never had this heteral initiation in a non-combat setting before, so I had questions. Um, okay, Mist is going to for herself because I'm assuming she didn't see that what Vitani saw with the lungs.
Unless Vitani drew attention to it, but that hadn't been determined.
hasn't got. She hasn't gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, you wouldn't have seen it then, I'm assuming.
yeah, I just figured I'd check with Sona. Okay, then Mist is going to look and try to see what she can see if the mist is clearing, if I don't know, there's any indication that it's a cycle that it's going to like kick back into what it was as normal before, or if they have to press another button.
Yeah, that
For
would
it.
be I'm gonna say an insight check with disadvantage. No, I'll give you regular, because you've been around Aji enough to sort of know machines.
Okay. Mm, 18.
18. You're watching, and you see these lungs, and you see that for every just sort of second in these 6 seconds that you're passing, you notice that the recycle button kicks forward for just a second.
Kicks forward, what do you mean?
So, you know how Aji pressed it in?
Mm-hmm.
For those 6 seconds that you are looking at it, it pops
Okay.
closer toward you, like a release.
But
Like it's
not all the way that it was out before.
yeah, not all the way.
Okay, Mist is gonna point at that and says, maybe when that pops back out, something will happen. I don't know. What do you think? And she kind of looks at the others as she's looking back and forth between that and Oji, clearly getting a little frantic.
Alright, next is gonna be Vitani.
So Vitani sees the lungs in the thing. And in her mind, it looks like they're trapped in there, almost. And it looks like they're encapsulated by glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So her first instinct is to try and break the glass.
All right. So you're gonna try and hit it with your.
With my scimitar, yes.
All right.
She's gonna try and bash the shit in.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Alright.
Do we have a chance to like discuss things, or is this just like
It's 6 seconds at a
Yeah.
time.
It's 6 seconds at a time. Oh my god.
Oh no, that's fine. That gives us lots of time to.
Hard to reason with somebody who's panicking.
And
And
a
Vitani
barbarian.
is panicking. With an 18.
Okay.
Well, she's gonna.
You panic successfully.
You panic successfully!
What does your damage normally do?
Normally, it's slashing damage.
Okay. Roll that for me.
Okay. That is a 9.
All right. Take half of that, but it's gonna feel like somebody punched you in the lungs.
Take half of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take half damage.
If you remember, the last time someone tried to touch the glass, even just tapping on it, it affected them.
Yeah, Aji learned the hard way not to attack these things.
Also, roll a perception.
Okay.
At disadvantage because you did just get hit.
Fuck! Oh, 6!
You don't notice anything. Next
Thanks.
it would be Ahsoka. It's your turn.
Okay, so
Ahsoka.
clearly.
Yeah, I want you to roll perception.
Okay. I was gonna say I can clearly see Vitani hit the glass and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Woo
You're
woo!
fucking kidding me.
Nat fucking 20 with +2. It's 22.
Alright, let me write that down again. Ahsoka for another perception. Oh wait, that's the wrong spot. So you went from a 1 to a 2? Or a 1 to a 20.
Nice.
Alright, so when that button clicked in, you saw, you know those.
What? You cut out.
You glitched there for a second.
Oh, when that button clicked in, or the orange tubing in the top of the room that's connected to all the computers, it went black. When it popped back out, 2 of the tubes that were connecting to the back computers, those clicked on. When Vitani hit it, 2 more tubes turned orange again.
Okay.
And what they were orange originally?
Yeah, they were orange, but then when you pressed the button, they turned black.
And can we tell just by looking this quickly if one of the ones that turned orange was the third one in that we were trying to start?
Yes.
Or is that still black?
No, it's still there, because you've gotten 4 of the.
Like, are they connected to the computers?
Yeah, and you have 2 more to go.
You're roboting still a little bit.
Oh, sorry, I don't know how to fix it.
Are you there?
I'm here. Are you guys there?
Uh-oh. We can't hear you.
Oh no.
Where's our DM?
1
What
second.
do we do?
I'll try and fix it. Hold on.
There
Okay.
we go.
Am I back?
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Hold on.
Pobrecito.
I bet someone turned on Netflix.
Probably.
No.
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 You're speaking right now, we can't.
Okay.
Like, we see you light up green, but we can't hear you speak.
Alright, so it's recording my voice, but you guys can't hear me,
Okay.
right?
Heard you that time.
Okay.
But not, like,
So
awesome.
you heard me?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
intermittent, which possibly indicates a net connection issue because it'll record your voice just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what probably happened is I accidentally clicked on Discord.
Gone again.
We lost you at what, probably?
Oh. Let me-
If you have to go out and come in again. Okay.
No, Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to say phrase.
Yes.
I was asking if we should pause the
Pause.
game. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
we
pause.
can pause. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause the recording here. For anybody wondering, I will come back in just a moment. We'll see you in a couple of seconds.